Here's what I have plenty of day one doing this. Here's my to-do list, which you print it out, you print it out, you get it typed out, you print it out, and it's your working paper that you carry with you. Because life is dynamic and it requires you the next day or halfway through it to reevaluate what's most important. And then, you know, what I'm doing with my wife even. She has 23 things that have to be done today, and she's overwhelmed at times. She's a beautiful woman that gets more done than 3 CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. I mean, she's just amazing. But unless she takes the time to say, listen, you are trying to cram 3 days into this one day, and that's why you're stressed out. Stress comes by the undone and the unknown. And so you can begin to identify the unknown by getting this to-do list, and then the undone by scheduling that, getting on the calendar to say, oh my gosh, I've got 14 hours to get done in this 8-hour time, so I'm just going to have less time. And then you end up doing this shoddy work with the stuff you're doing. Give yourself time to breathe and then just say no. One of the most powerful things that'll grow your business is your ability to say no to stuff that's not your highest and best use.
What would you say to the stubborn person, just maybe if you're talking to me, but an 18-year-old version of me, okay? Looking at that camera, for some reason I'm on the other side of that camera.
Yeah.
And I'm an 18-year-old stubborn version of myself, and maybe people out there who are saying, I just refuse to start using a to-do list. What would you say is my lot in life?
Well, you know, do you like where you're at? Do you like where you're going? Do you like the velocity in which you're moving in life, moving towards what you want? And what habits are you establishing by this irresponsible, immature, childish response? And I know that sounds hard and, well, that's just not the way I am. Okay, but we need all of you to show up. And so what are some disciplines that you can invoke upon yourself so that all of you can show up? But I'm just creative. Research has shown that the most creative people create set times, patterns, and places for their creativity to function. So, you know, I'm just saying, ask yourself, do you like what you're doing? And is this thing called a pathetic excuse? Is it serving you, or is it destroying you? And that's what you have to ask. I fight this like there's no tomorrow. I hate this process.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
You personally hate this process.
I hate this process. My wife does it so much, and she seems like, I don't know about this. And so the idea here is, when I don't do it, I get stuff done, but I'm shortchanging my gift that the world is starving for. It doesn't come out and play as much. If I do this, and I go through the difficult time of the resistance of these excuses, and excuses a permission slip to stay where you're at. And so that's, do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to go forward? Do this thing, and then the habits you establish now, what you do right now, sets in motion your future. You will create your future with what you set in motion today.